When I think about Megyn Kelly, I do think about someone who's maybe inclined to crash out over stupid stuff. Years ago, a colleague of mine at Slate wrote a piece about how Santa Claus didn't have to be white. It didn't matter. And Megyn Kelly had like a whole segment that was like, Santa Claus is white.
Just like Jesus.
But, Santa is what he is. Jesus was a white man, too. I mean, that's a verifiable fact, as is Santa.
The administration, its allies, frankly, a lot of elite commentators, read 2024 in that election as not just a political victory for the president, but a decisive cultural victory for MAGA. What is clear, and what the Bad Bunny performance makes clear, is that it wasn't. I think there's a lot of evidence that it wasn't a particularly decisive political win either, but it certainly wasn't a decisive cultural victory. It wasn't Americans saying, we want Kid Rock. We don't want to eat at Mexican restaurants anymore. Like, it wasn't any of that. Someone like Megyn Kelly is crashing out over the recognition that, no, winning one election doesn't all of a sudden make you the cultural masters of the United States. And in fact, the manner in which this administration conducts itself has probably done more than anything to reinvigorate the kind of cultural wins that were pushing against the first term administration, in which people had gotten a little tired of. People online talk about woke 2, like woke being back and being somewhat different than woke 1. Woke 2, woke harder, woke strikes back, woke 2 in the Temple of Doom.
Woke 2 in the redacted.
The cultural environment is not with MAGA, is not with the administration, is not with its allies. The cultural changes that conservatives hate weren't the product of some nefarious conspiracy. They were like organic changes that happened in the society. And simply winning an election isn't enough to turn the clock back. That's probably, in some subconscious way, what Megyn Kelly is crashing out about.